because Caitlyn's dead, and I'd
Okay.
like to recall. I have 800 gold.
Okay. So crashing the wave because Caitlyn is recalled and you have gold, right?
Hmm.
Okay. So now, I mean, I don't need to ask you what holds you back from doing that because you are just, right now the Viego is here. So you're
Right.
just pinging assistance, no problem. So this makes total sense. Kate is coming though. So
Hmm.
she's coming. It looks like Viego just left. What should you be doing right now?
I don't know the answer.
Okay. The answer should depend on what is the Caitlyn. Because if she's already in the lane, I mean, if you recall, she'll just push the wave, and that would be complete bad. Because you just lose
I
all
think
wave,
that's what loses me a lot of games,
right? And
or a decent
if
amount of
if
games.
if
Yeah.
you can push the wave still into the tower before recalling, that's gonna be better because at least you'll
Hmm.
be busy with taking that wave and then most likely just push another wave after. So you have that time. In the meantime, you can go back to the lane.
What's going on, guys? Besides here in today's video, we will learn how to play against double poke. This problem is such a huge problem for a lot of people, so be sure to watch this until the end. It has great information, macro control, wave management, how to trade and how to win against a double poke lane. If you want to play better AD carry, you gotta be on this channel, subscribe, because I post so many AD carry specialized video and you don't want to miss out any bit of content from this channel. So be sure to subscribe to not miss out anything. Enjoy.
All what you have to do is don't get poked, push the lane. Don't get poked, push the lane. Look at this. Look at the very subtle. Look at your cursor. Your cursor already tells me that you don't
Yeah.
really play the matchup right.
Okay.
Because look at this. Huge. And the Caitlyn is clueless. You see, she's clicking back. You have more. She has more range, and she's clicking back. So we
Right.
have
Okay.
clueless. Like everyone is just playing like suboptimally. So here, that click, look,
Hmm.
that one right here. You see, you're
And I've
trying.
not pushed the wave at all.
Right? Like, okay, I understand you get hit by the Kate, but if you actually lose this HP just because you get like 2 or 3 auto attacks extra on the minions compared to Caitlyn,
Hmm.
I would be like, sure, you got poked, but at least you traded the wave. But you try to trade with the Caitlyn? That's not good at all. So the game
Right.
plan should be play for the wave and don't get poked. Super important. And you can
Okay.
actually use Q on the minions, the first one. Typically using Q on the minions is a bit iffy. Some challenger
Right.
players, they don't like to use it.
That's something I really wanted to talk about this game.
Yeah, because if you queue the wave, we can't all in and we can't really trade
Hmm.
aggressively. So it's complicated. If you think you can all in, keeping
Hmm.
holding your queue is better. The problem is Thresh level
Okay.
1. I mean, we can't. I mean,
Yeah.
there is
Yeah.
a universe where you can all in, but it's like really rare,
Uh-huh.
really rare. So you can
Right.
execute the wave just for a purpose to get the push. You can.
Hmm.
If this was level 3 and you just want to keep the wave here and you don't value the push so much, using the Q on the wave is just going to waste your pressure. That's 7 seconds cooldown or whatever the seconds is. He's going to hook and we all in and you want to get your Q. But now there is no all in. You need to get the push. So you see
Hmm.
you're not using your Q here.
Right.
You can use your Q to try to get the prio.
Okay.
Yeah. So now look at your HP. All what you had to do is conserve your HP, play for the wave. Conserve your HP, play for the wave. You didn't queue the wave, you did get
Hmm.
unnecessary poke, and you also didn't play properly for the push right there. And as you can see right here, it's already game over. Or at least lane
Right.
over for the next like 3 minutes. Because from
Hmm.
this point, it's exactly what you wanted to avoid. You getting pushed in
Right.
while you're low. Because if you get pushed in while you're full HP, I mean, that's the normal thing to happen. Typically, Caitlyn Mel, if you see this in Challenger, they will push anyways. They will have the prio. Yeah, but the Kai'Sa is going to
Uh-huh.
be 80% right now, not 20%. Opportunity that Thresh is going to have to all in just because you don't have enough HP to sustain the
Right.
all in.
100%.
So bottom line here, from this point, what can you do? Not much. You just farm under the tower, try to, you know, um, just don't lose your HP, and because you pretty much lost this lane the first 3 waves. How the way you played it, it's
Hmm.
gonna be difficult. You just need the first recall and they will most likely not let you. So
Okay.
from this point, you'll simply just lose more and more. It's 14 farm against 9. So now you're gonna
Hmm.
start bleeding. You need a gank now. So from this point, it's super difficult. Yeah, not really much you can do there. And you should try to ping. Like you see your kindred right now on the river.
Yep.
Like if he's just doing his camps, you can just let him do his camps. But now it looks like he goes on Scuttle. I have no idea what happened with jungle. Oh, he level 2 gank top. Yeah, I see he level 2 gank top. Because typically at 330, you are still like, you're just finishing these 3 camps as well and he's on the river.
Yep.
But if you see
Right.
he's on the river like this, you can definitely ping him.
Okay.
Right? Because there's no reason for him to not come here. Even if he actually comes and helps you push, that's fine. That is totally
and Mel doesn't have mana, so if he comes,
Yeah.
it's not like he's a lot of threat.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, you can just do something, you know. But ping assistance and hope for the best. Use your biscuit here. Yeah, I can't really do much here. Yeah, but she has barrier as well. Okay. That's fine, play. You tried. You tried. You missed the W. This is like mechanical execution. Do you know the W flash?
Yes, I do.
Because that's easy to hit here. Like if you just W flash. Because you did flash, auto, and then W. See that?
Oh, yeah, no, that makes a lot of sense. Because, like, if I'm Wing, like, while I'm fighting them, I'm dropping DPS anyway, so I can...
Are you an AD carry main who feels like no matter how well you play, win the lane, make good decisions, play mechanically well most of the times, but you still have no real impact? You crush it one day, win 5 games in a row and feel unstoppable, but the next day you lose every single game and start doubting yourself. Am I even a good AD carry? What can I do if enemy top lane and mid lane are so fed? Imagine a world where you never let a lead slip away. You know exactly how to push your advantage, exactly when to rotate at the right time, and how to control objectives so you can snowball the game. A world where as AD carry you don't feel forced to make risky plays and you don't drop your lead. But you don't have to imagine it, you can make it a reality. This is Martin. He was grinding games, watching guides and trying his best, but none of it seemed to work. The problem? He was focusing on the wrong things. You don't improve just by playing more games, you improve by fixing the small mistakes that cost you wins. And that's a problem that most AD carry face. From Platinum 3 to Diamond in 2 months. Billy found himself making the same mistakes over and over again, engaging at the wrong time, or mispositioning in teamfights, dying for no reason, and he even knew some of the mistakes, but he didn't know how to fix it. He would find himself guessing what to do next, unsure whether to push, rotate, or fight, while feeling completely lost in the mid-game. Now, he knows exactly what to do at every stage of the game, and his results speak for themselves. Silver to Emerald in a month. Shaquille went from Diamond 4 to Challenger. Alex went from Gold to Grandmaster, and they are not alone. They are part of a growing community of over 3,254 players who have taken coaching and transformed their gameplay. But here is the truth. This was not overnight, and it was not effortless. Shaquille spent 2 years grinding to reach Challenger, not by playing more, but by playing smarter. Alex dedicated 26 months refining his skills and climbing to Grandmaster once he started focusing on what actually matters. So no, this is not a one session and you'll climb instantly, promise. If you're looking for that, if you're looking for a shortcut, this isn't it. But if you're willing to put in the time, willing to put in the effort, apply the right mindset and focus on the details that actually matter, this is the proof that coaching actually works. You're closer to being a great AD carry than you think. Most players just need to uncover what's actually holding them back. That's it. You could keep grinding, watching random guides and hoping for progress, but how much time will you waste before realizing something is missing? You could finally find the real mistakes that have been keeping you stuck and start making real progress. You have already put in the effort. Now let's make sure it pays off. Book your coaching session now at bizaz.com.
Yeah, so do you know when you flash in and then you W again, like after you flash? But you know when you first W and then you flash? Do you know the mechanic?
Yeah, you can flash during the W cast.
Yes.
And it really catches people off guard.
Yeah, because she can't really dodge it. So here is
I don't think I've done that in quite a while, but it's quite good, yeah.
Yeah, it's just a basic thing really. That's maybe why you didn't get to Emerald, because Emerald is typically just execute your stuff good and you can touch Emerald. Okay, keeping the Emerald is a different story, but yeah, I mean, okay, if you don't do it consistently, then it's quite bad. It's quite bad. It's a basic thing. It's like, you know, flashing Q on Ezreal, you know. It's something that is worth practicing. Okay, and then I hope you get refill. I hope you get refill. I hope you get it. Play against 2 poke. Oh god. Oh no. Because you have Biscuit, but Biscuit is useless, isn't it? It just gives you some health and that's it. Yeah, against this lanes, especially when you have perfect cache for it, you know, you play against Ezreal, Ashe, like two, like Zerat, Kate,
Oh,
you
yeah,
know.
yeah, yeah. Okay, I get what you're saying.
Yeah,
Hmm.
yeah, definitely need to get refilled here. Okay, what now? Well, here 15 farm. The guy has 29.
Hmm.
We
This
need.
is Caitlyn versus Kaisal, right? And I made it worse.
Yeah, I mean, again, if you're like 10 minutes in the game and you're like 10 CS, 15 CS behind, I would be like, yeah, you lost the lane. But lost the
Hmm.
lane doesn't mean like you are right now.
Right.
You're out of the game. Like that doesn't that's not good.
Hmm.
Like slightly
Hmm.
losing is fine, but not like completely losing.
Okay.
Okay. So so Kindred is recalling. Jungle, we don't know where he is. You push this wave. So after this wave you could recall, but judging of your gold, I wouldn't recall here because I have 600 gold, right? So this
Hmm.
is good that you're staying in the lane, but what can you do with your time right now? Because you definitely have
I
time
should
crushing.
absolutely be warding because
Yeah,
I'm worried about the jungle.
yeah, just go forward because they will just be pushed in the tower. They can't really go, they can't contest the brush. You just go ward, and because you have the minions under the tower, this would be the perfect timing. The alternative would be to keep poking and pushing, but since the Thresh just missed his hook, there is not really much pressure. Plus, Kaisa poking under the tower
Yeah.
against Kate is a bit, forced to say.
Uh huh. Sure do.
So, yeah, this is what you should do. You look at your words. You have two words here. You're
Hmm.
just sitting, doing nothing. You look at this.
So
And
can you
now,
pause for a second?
yes.
Um, when Caitlyn cues the wave here,
Yeah.
like I am level 4 full health, Thresh is level 4 full health. Like, is this a situation where you think like Caitlyn's stronger than me, I shouldn't fight it, or is this a situation where you think I should like
But
be
how can you fight it? Fight what? Fight the Kayle or fight the wave?
fight the wave and fight Caitlyn?
Okay, so how do we fight in this?
Thresh Q, I guess.
So is it up to you?
But like, maybe it's not. But
Yes. Mhm.
like, I think that's part of the problem where I struggle with Caitlyn. Where like, if this was a different AD carry and she queued the wave like this,
Yes.
I could just. It's like, oh, her Q's down, my Q's up. Like, this is when I should trade.
Yeah, but they have more range and they have Mel, so it's not like you're gonna
Right.
walk up on a Kate when I mean she has no
Okay.
Q, but she has auto tag, right?
Yep.
And we just said that all we have to do is you have to wait Thresh. You have to do your job, which is don't lose your HP,
Okay.
and yeah, just wait Thresh to go in. If he doesn't do it,
So letting this push is doing my job.
you can't really do anything really because you play Kaisa, so you handicap yourself with being one trick pony Kaisa. You're playing the worst matchup in the game, and you also completely lost like how you played like early on. So you're basically in a
Okay.
very worst case scenario. You pick a bad champion, a bad matchup. You played bad the first 3 to 4 levels, which is the most important thing.
Yep.
So now in this exact individual situation, it's like, okay, what can I do right now? Well, I mean, you can't really do much because you already gave her so much, and she has the counter matchup. So it's
Okay.
basically like I'm a bad player and I play a bad
Mhm.
champ. It's like
Mhm.
very bad combination. But if I'm a good player and I play a bad champ, that could be good.
Mhm.
Or if I'm like you need a combination, you need something positive in the equation. Like the equation here
Got
is you play a bad matchup in a bad counter pick and you play bad.
Right.
Like nothing you can do. So what you can do since you like Kaisa, okay, we have to play the Caitlyn matchup, no problem. It's a bad matchup, but I need to play it. Meaning that what can I
Yes.
do now if she's just queues the wave? I mean, if I walk up and trade, I can't trade because I'm gonna get outranged. And if I stand
Okay.
still and do nothing, well, it's not gonna be a positive trade, but at least I'm not losing my HP. So like stepping up like this after she misses the Q, so in case Thresh tries to go for a hook, that's fine. Again, Thresh hook
Mhm.
is a bit hard to hit on Mel, so it's pretty difficult. So from this point, just don't lose your HP. Get minions,
Okay.
wait for a gank, don't lose your HP. Not much you can do. And the matchup is very important. Draft is important also in low elo. That's why I don't
Sure.
typically recommend only one champ pool.
Mm.
Because if you have, let's say, Kaisa Ashe or something, then you can pick the Ashe against Kate and you can play most of the times Kaisa, but then you can also have like a secondary champ or something like that. But since if you want to play Kai'Sa only, then you gotta just perform, you know, knowing exactly what you should be doing most of the cases.
Fair.
Okay. Oh, they actually. Oh, I can't believe it.
I can't believe they let me do that
Alrighty.
either. That's illegal.
So you just killed the Kate. This is what
Yes.
you're waiting for. This is
Yep,
why
this
you
is
conserve
exactly.
your HP. It will
Mhm.
happen, you know, sooner or later.
Right.
Okay. So what should you be doing right now?
Crashing the wave
Why?
because Caitlyn's dead, and I'd
Okay.
like to recall. I have 800 gold.
Okay. So crashing the wave because Caitlyn is recalled and you have gold, right? Okay.
Mhm.
So now, I mean, I don't need to ask you what holds you back from doing that because you are just, you know, right now the Viego is here. So we're
Right.
just pinging assistance, no problem. So this makes total sense. Kate is coming though. So she you know,
Mhm.
she's coming. It looks like Viego just left. What should you be doing right now?
I don't know the answer.
The answer should depend on what is the Caitlyn. Because if she's already in the lane, I mean, if you recall, she'll just push the wave, and that would be complete bad. Because you just lose
I
all
think
wave,
that's what loses me a lot of games,
right? And
or a
if
decent amount of
if
games.
if
Yeah.
you can push the wave still into the tower before recalling, that's gonna be better because at least you'll be
Mhm.
busy with taking that wave and then most likely just push another wave after. So you have that time. In the meantime, you can go back to the lane. So in this case, whether she's in base, she just respawned, or she's in the lane, you just have to crush this really fast.
Okay.
Because you can't stay here with this gold. She spent her gold,
Yep.
she gets HP.
Exactly.
So you should just push it, try to crush the wave, like get this wave into the tower as fast as possible. And since Viego threat is not anymore because he looks like he just left, he just, you know, did that shenanigans and then he left,
Mhm.
then you can just push right now. But you gotta communicate with your trash. You gotta ping the push
Okay.
ping. Do you know there is a specific ping for the push?
Yes. Yes, I do. I
Yeah,
use it pretty often.
that one you ping because now he doesn't know what he's supposed to do because he doesn't know what you're supposed to do. Like look at the trash right now.
Yeah, he doesn't know what I want right now.
Look at him. Look at him. He's just going on the river. Why? Is because the kindred pinged him the Drake. You didn't ping him to, you know, help you push. All you have to do is push the wave recall right here. And if in the meantime something happens on the river, you could consider moving there, but you gotta push. Look at this. All what you had to do is walk up, ping the trash to push, get it in the tower and recall. Because now you wasted so much time, and
Yep.
and now Caitlyn is gonna be here. See?
Right.
It's like very very bad recall timings and wave management right here. And if this is 1v2, she used the Q. You don't need to be scared. Like now, you can just walk up onto her.
Right.
Look at her. She's
Yeah.
playing so bad. This guy's so stupid. And you also have minions. Look at the minions. If you stay here and hit her and she hits you back, she's gonna get chunked completely by these minions. Yeah, so you were very scared. So huge recall timing problem right there. And then now, like, what can you do now? You can't recall because they'll just keep the wave there. Like, if you recall right now, it is terrible because you just started the recall, and they will take this minion, which is one. They will push another wave, and they will take plates.
Okay.
Right.
I think a bad habit I've gotten into is I get a little overwhelmed by how fast minions move now because you know in the side lanes they match the mid lane, and that's I'm still getting used to that even a year and a half later or whatever when they made that change. But when I'm sitting on gold like this, one of the things I try to do is it's like, okay, this sucks, but if I can kill the 3 melee minions, get most of the XP off the wave, and recall, I'll be okay.
Like
That's
what you
not the
just did
position I
right now,
wanted.
right?
Like what I just did right now. That's something that I do pretty often as kind of like a, well, I screwed up. This feels like the best way to fix it.
But if the Caitlyn just takes his minion and pushes the next wave, he just gets one plate like this.
Right, yeah, and I don't think this wave's a cannon wave. I didn't even look. So.
Yeah, and even if it's a cannon wave, if you think about a Caitlyn Mel, they have really good push power.
Okay, yeah.
So you just recall. I mean, if you just crush this wave, like let's say you kill this minions, you crush this wave and you immediately recall, like you press B, and the wave is in the tower, you still have time. But in this specific case, recalling right now is not the play because they'll just push it right away. You don't have a lot of minions. And this recall is even worse, judging that he started the Drake and you're pressing B right now. This is a very, very bad macro. I can see why you're stuck in platinum because this right here, I think you have probably, okay, 56% win rate. It's not that bad, but you have like a low sample size. Yeah,
Mhm.
need to stay here, and the guy is even pinging
Okay.
you here, like stay, bro, stay. We're gonna lose the wave, and I mean, fuck the wave. But if something happens on the river and you recall here, who Caitlyn moves,
Okay.
support moves, and I don't wanna. Okay, Caitlyn, if he dies, it's gonna be GG.
Okay. Yeah.
Okay, then they crash, and as I said, they didn't get the free plate, and you lost the whole wave for it. That
Right.
doesn't look very good. And okay, a plate and a half. Thresh died. Yeah, this is a byproduct of what you did. Remember, if you did stay
Mhm.
and if you did crash, if you told him before, hey bro, we killed Kate, please now push it, push the wave recall, crash the wave, you recall immediately. Or if you fucked up initially, you can still push here and just
Okay.
force Mel to trade. That was the problem right here. So his initial mistake is you didn't tell Thresh to push. Secondary mistake is that Mel is just walking up like so alpha here and you're not punishing at all. Even though you have so many minions right here that can protect you, you're not following, you're not doing anything. And the third mistake, and maybe the worst, is recalling when they were actually about to push the wave. So you knew you're going to lose the whole wave, these minions, and the next wave. Plus the jungle was doing Drake in the meantime. So recalling here is a no-no.
Okay. Yeah. Even if I just have a longsword and I feel like I can't fight.
If you just have a longsword here,
Yep. Like I'm looking at my items and I'm just like, oh, I can't fight this. I need to get out of here.
fight this as
Um,
in 2v2, or what do you mean?
Well, it's a little bit the 2v2 situation. I don't want to get myself into a position where I feel like I'm just pinned under the tower for the next 4 minutes. And also, like, if this dragon fight happens, I think I didn't recognize that Viego died, so that changes things a lot. But I think part of the thing that's going in my head right now is if this dragon fight happens, I am so down in items, I'm losing this.
So it's better to just let your team 2v3 so it's 100% lost. We lost the Drake and we just opened the game.
Well, ideally, since I'm not there, they don't fight it.
After they started Drake.
Good point. No, that's fair.
Right? Like you're just giving them a sentence of death to your teammates.
Okay.
If you do stuff like this. So if you're really low and you're like putting yourself in danger, like say in an extreme situation when you're like 1 HP now, you can consider recalling, of course, that's a bit different. But in a situation where you have enough HP and you know that if you recall here, you will lose a lot of waves, because you will lose, Kaiten will just push.
Yeah.
But at the same time,
she's in lane. Me recalling here just
you have enough HP right here. The moment he started Drake, you should stay. Because no matter if the fight is going to start there and you feel like you're not... First, you are not strong. You're useful. You have double, auto, isolated. Yeah. You can't just be... You're not useless. Okay, sure, you're not like BF Sword Caitlyn now or Dark Caitlyn. She is stronger. But if we hit the hook and we just burst one guy with isolated Q, I mean, you don't need a lot of stuff. Well, you just need to hit your W, you know, which on top of a hook is... So you are useful onto the fight.
Okay, right.
Be very careful because these things are like holding you back. These like patterns. And...
No, I completely agree.
Okay, let's see. Okay, and then Thresh died.
$5. If you have problems improving and getting better in the game faster but cannot afford booking coaching, on my Patreon you can access more than 627 VOD reviews, premium videos about how to wave management, mid-game macro, and tier lists that will show you the best champions to climb and to improve for your elo. And these are not on YouTube, this is only on Patreon, they're exclusive. Moreover, you can participate in the free coaching waiting list to get a premium VOD review. I'm giving away 2 free VOD reviews every single week. All what you need to do is simple 2-step process. Subscribe to my Patreon and share your OPGG and voila, you are on the waiting list. You're gonna get a personalized VOD review for any game in your match history. For just $5, you get not only the free VOD review, but a whole bunch of exclusive benefits that will supercharge your gaming experience. It's a small investment for a big return. And it's just $5. It's no brainer, right? But here is the deal. You've got to act quickly. The waiting list is already filling up fast. 55 people already subscribed to the Patreon, and there are 6 people that they are on board. They are on the waiting list, and more are joining every moment. Now, do you want to secure your spot for a free VOD review? Go ahead on my Patreon and reserve it right now.